how to get almost any girl. In this free presentation, I'm going to be giving away my 7 tips that have helped me get almost any girl I've ever approached, okay? Seriously, these are going to blow you away. If you have any issues with confidence, if you have any issues with approaching women, if you have any issues, dating issues, whatever it is, if you're not comfortable with the opposite sex and you don't feel like you're at home with them, all right? You don't feel like you can just say anything. You don't feel like you have control of the situation. If you're worrying about what she thinks, all that kind of stuff, then you're really messing up and you need to know these 7 tips. Now, these 7 tips will get you almost any girl, and it doesn't matter the way you look. It might matter the way you dress, but I'll talk to you about that a little bit later. But it's all about confidence. The key is your confidence. I'm sure you probably already know that. It's not like this is a breakthrough thing for you. You know that confidence is important. You know that you probably lack it at some times, and that's why you're not able to get the kind of results you want with the opposite sex. And that's okay. That is all right. But I'm going to be showing you some 7 ways that are going to absolutely blow up your confidence. You're going to get to feel the way that you want with the opposite sex, and you'll see that your results will be amazing. And you'll probably be laughing in your head after you watch these 7 tips and you pick up a girl tonight, this weekend, whatever it is, because you're going to see that I was right. Now, my name is Alex Jacobs. I just wanted to introduce myself to you, and this is a free presentation, and I'm going to be teaching you exactly how I've had so much success with women, and I want to give back to you. And I'm not a dating expert, okay, I'm not, but I do know what works, and I know why people fail. Okay, I've been to the bars, I go to the club all the time, and I analyze, and I see why guys fail when they try to pick up a girl at the bar, at the club, even at the mall or something like that. They just plain fail, and there's reasons. And there's things that they could have done that I know that they didn't, and that's why they failed. So I'm going to be giving you these tips, these tricks, and I'm going to show you how to approach women. Now, what you're going to learn today is one of my secret tactics I use to this day that accounts for about 90% of everyone's success with attracting and getting a member of the opposite sex. 90%, all right? That's an estimate, but that's how strong I believe these tactics are. Now, the key lies in the approach. So before I said the key is confidence, which is true, but the key of confidence is all about how you approach the opposite sex. All right? It's all about approaching them. Now, before I get into it, this won't make you change some things, okay? It won't dramatically make you change your life. It's not like you have to be fit, automatically be sexy, and all that stuff for this to work, okay? That's not true. It'll only make you change the way you think. It will only change your mentality. So all you need to see results is add a simple change to your life and a simple change to how you approach women, and in a bit you'll see exactly what it is. So why do you fail? Okay, talking about success is one thing, but it's important to realize why you fail and why a ton of people out there are failing to approach women. Their success rate is super low, and they don't even approach them at times because they're too nervous. They don't take up the opportunity, and they just kind of blow it in general. So let's face it, most of us aren't exactly comfortable with talking and approaching the opposite sex, okay? That's probably you. You're not as comfortable as you want to be with going up to a girl and saying, hey, what's up? My name is this. How are you doing? What is your name? Okay, that's really tough for people, even though there's no reason why it shouldn't be tough, right? If they say, yeah, and they're not interested, then you just move on. If they are, then that's awesome, right? But I'm going to be showing you why people aren't comfortable. And you fail also because you're probably not as smooth as you'd like, right? So even if you're okay with approaching women, fine, but are you really as smooth as you want? Are you really as good, as just as awesome as you want to be? Okay, do you get that feeling after you talk to women like, oh damn, I made a real impression. She's going to think I'm awesome. She thinks I'm so cool, and she wants me. I don't know if you have that, okay? And that is something that you definitely want. So remember how I said the approach, okay? The approach is super key. And the reason why is because a girl gets her first impression of you the first 10 seconds you approach her. You have 10 seconds to make an impression. Now, in those 10 seconds, it's make or break for you, okay? Because she could think you're a weirdo, or she could think you're really interesting. So you don't want to start out behind. You want to start out ahead. You don't want her being protective. You don't want her friends around her being protective of her, trying to kind of seal her off. And she kind of will put up a wall if you don't do this correctly. You've probably seen this if you tried approaching women before without the confidence, without the right approach techniques, is that they kind of put up a wall and you can't really connect with them. You can't really get through to them. Because girls get approached a lot. That's the fact, and you need some tips, some tricks, and some techniques so that your approach is way more successful and effective. Now, I'm going to give you the 7 tips to approaching women, and I'm going to explain all of these. Now, the first one, okay, is don't use pickup lines ever. Okay? Sure, pickup lines can be funny sometimes, but what do you want the girl to be thinking of you? Do you want her to think that you're a joke? Or do you want her to think kind of sexually about you, right? There's 2 different methods. There's one that you can be friendly is great, right? But do you want to be the friend zone? Okay, that's kind of what pickup lines are. Is she kind of puts up a little like, oh, it's okay, it's just funny, whatever. And that's good sometimes because they let their guard down and whatever. But don't use pickup lines ever, okay? And when I say pickup lines, I also mean, can I buy you a drink? Okay, if you're at a club, at the bar, can I buy you a drink sucks, right? Because they get that all the time, they accept that, yeah, you can buy me a drink, that's cool, I get a free drink, I guess, but nothing special, right? So, that brings me to tip 2, is that you need to ask her something, okay? If you ever notice, girls like to talk, and the more they're talking, the better the time they're having. So if you can get her to talk about her, you will have a much better chance at succeeding, at getting her to feel comfortable with you, about getting her to like you and to basically want to go home with you, all right? So ask her something. What is her name? Why is she here? How is she having fun? Things like this change everything. Ask her a question. Now, number 3 is accept the group. And what this means is girls are often with other girls, right? And when they're with other girls, they kind of don't want to be bothered sometimes. The other girls are protective of her. What you want to do is you want to approach her, get eye contact, smile, talk to her, approach the group at the same time. Befriend the group. Hey guys, hey girls, how are all you doing? I hope you're having a great time. I just want to introduce myself, and then I thought you were very pretty. All right? Accept the group, make them all feel comfortable with you so they don't protect her and they don't kind of ward you off, because that's super important to accept the group. Don't just go towards the girl. Don't single her out, because if you do that, she'll feel insecure and she'll just put up a wall and you won't get through to her. Number 4 is to speak loudly. A lot of the time, if you're at a club, at a bar, at a mall, at a public place, whatever it is, you need to speak loudly. Number 1, this brings attention to you. Number 2, it shows confidence. And number 3, if it doesn't make her have to ask you if you can repeat yourself. Because if you have to repeat yourself, you automatically lose confidence, you automatically lose that effective strength that you have, and you kind of just lose it if you have to really repeat yourself a lot. So speak loudly, speak confidently. Number 5, keep eye contact. You probably know this, whatever, but it's super important that you keep eye contact with her when you talk at all times, okay? Especially when she's talking, keep eye contact with her. And number 6, smile. Smile and keep eye contact with her when she's talking. She'll love it. She'll feel really comfortable with you, and she'll feel a connection. Those 2 things, eye contact and smiling, if you do it right, she'll really feel connected with you, and you'll get through to her, and you don't even need to speak, all right? Number 7, don't think twice. This is probably the most important one, because Most people fail because they never take action. Okay, it goes with everything. It goes with making money. It goes with relationships. It goes with every single thing. They fail because they don't take action. So what I want you to do is when you see a girl that you're interested in, you see a pretty woman, whatever it is, go up to her, get eye contact with her, and talk to her. Like that. Just as simple as that. Don't think twice. Don't hesitate. Once you get eye contact with her, you have around 3 to 5 seconds to go up to her and talk to her, or else you'll have that tension to not, right? You'll kind of wimp out. You have to go for it. Don't think twice, and that also shows confidence, and that's going to help you a lot, because if you take action, that's the only way you know you'll succeed. And if you fail, you'll learn why you failed, right? So take action. The worst thing you can do is she says no, and then you learn from it. It's not like she's going to even say no. She'll talk to you and kind of wave you off. That's fine. Go to the next person that you're interested in and learn from that experience. Don't think twice. Go for it. You'll be much more successful if you realize this and you just do it. So how hard is it to do this? Okay, how hard is it to follow these tips, to get the girl you want, all that kind of stuff? Well, it is hard, but only for the first few times, right? Because after that, you get the hang of it, it becomes easy, and you become confident that you can do it and you can approach them, and that's really all it is. So if you can follow the steps, follow the tips, and do it a few times, you're really going to be set, okay? Because you'll see some success, you'll see girls being interested in you, you'll gain confidence, and really you'll be able to live a completely different life from that point on. So those tips can change everything for you. Those are just some basic tips, and if you have the right mindset to approach women, you'll find success. You will. It's that simple. It's all about mindset. Dress well, fine. Get the right posture, fine. But having that right mindset makes you more confident than all of those things combined. So now it's your lucky day, all right? So I'm going to give you access to one of my favorite dating and pickup gurus that I know. This guy is a genius. He'll help you so much with finding out how to pick up girls, how to learn how to date, how to do all that kind of stuff, and really just be an awesome catch, right? So he specifically made a program that I really believe is helpful for you. So besides, on this free presentation, giving you some free stuff like learning how to pick up girls, approaching women, confidence boosters, stuff like that, I want to show you this program. And if you want this program, it's going to really blow up everything for you, okay? You're going to really become way more successful at this. You can really get the hang of it, and you're going to get the confidence that you want to approach women, people of the opposite sex. You're going to be able to crush it with his program. I really believe that. So I'm so sure that you want to gain access, because tonight you can find success. So this attraction program, you'll learn exactly what you need to pick up girls, to get all that success that you want, the confidence that you need, and really feel comfortable around members of the opposite sex and feel confident in yourself. Because if you can be really smooth with women, really get what you want out of it, then it'll show in your work life, it'll show in your day-to-day life, it'll show throughout everything. You'll have that confidence to do whatever you want. So even though this attraction training really is top-notch and recommended by me, you won't get charged a ridiculous amount for it. You won't get charged something like $9.97, which is a typical price for programs like this, or $4.97, all right? You're going to get charged way less than all that. So you're going to have to wait for a second for me to show you how less. So click the button below to learn how to be confident and get lucky, all right? If you know what I mean with lucky. So click that button below, and you're going to absolutely change your life. You'll see how much it costs, all that kind of stuff, and take action. All right, so this comes with a 60-day risk-free 100% money-back guarantee, okay? Because he is so confident that you're going to succeed with this, as am I, is that he's giving you a 100% money-back guarantee. So this is completely risk-free to you. So click the button below right now. Take action. It's risk-free for 60 days. Try it out. If you don't like it, get a refund, whatever. But try it out and you're going to be blown away. So click the button below and take action. Thanks for being on this presentation, and I'll talk to you later.